I should have worn my shirt. You should have told me.
I know. I just pulled this out, and I
Damn.
gotta. God, I jiggle way too much.
Yeah, what happened with you in this health kick? What happened to that shit?
I've gained like 8 pounds since
Yeah, no
Japan.
shit. You look
Is it
like,
noticeable? Can you see it
you
in my
look
breasts?
you look like POTUS.
Ew! You take that back.
Megadads Live is a mature-rated podcast. It's for the Megadads, the Mega Moms, but not the Mega Kids. So put on those earmuffs and let's go!
You finished games.
I have finished games recently. I don't know
That is something you don't do.
Yeah, you're right. It's something well, when something really grabs you,
Mm.
when it's addicting, that's how you get there.
When
That's how you get there.
When something grabs you, you finish.
Yes, what the fuck?
Tell me
Yes.
about this. I need to hear this from your mouth because this is something that you notoriously do not do.
Yes, this is correct.
I feel bad if I don't finish games. So like I try really, like I spent an entire solid month Death Stranding, finished it, felt really good about it. But you put in the Discord that not only did you finish a game, you finished 2 games.
Yes.
How are you feeling? You okay?
Yeah, so like, can I tell you the biggest lie in gaming? The biggest lie in gaming is I want to get back to it. Oh yeah, I want to get back to it. No one ever means that. They mean I appreciate the game. If I had unlimited time, I might play more.
Yeah.
But I am never going back. That is the truth of the matter.
Yep.
That's the biggest lie in gaming. And
it's like, I'll call you.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Yeah.
Or like, I used protection. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's like, it's not fucking true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the whole problem is pacing. Honestly, after all of this time, I've stopped blaming myself because you have JRPGs, right, that just drag and drag in the beginning, especially to get going, or you have adventure games that just drag and drag. Like, there's something about pacing in a game, and the other half is the addicting nature, and that's what Donkey Kong Bonanza was. Like, I couldn't put it down because it was giving me the dopamine hit and enough change every like 20 minutes, or not even every 20 minutes. That game had something going on. Like, it was all in your control too. It's like, do you want to sit here and chew on this very like addictive gameplay loop, or do you want to see what they have for you next? And that's what it was. So the pacing was incredibly great. You can choose to spend like 3 hours on a level, or you could choose to get through it in like 20 minutes, which
Sure.
is what I was doing sometimes because I was trying to get to the end. And it was addicting, and it had great pacing. And then the other one, UFO 50, which we'll talk about like on the Switch Talk 2 podcast, that is like a mini game compilation.
Okay.
But the mini games are not mini. They are full blown, like, if you want to beat them, like in the games that were developed like in the 80s or 90s, they have meat to them. So they give you 50 games like this, and some of them are like, kind of not roguelike, but like simple arcade experiences, like get the high score and you could just keep going and going and going, like Pac-Man. Sure. There's 256 levels or whatever. They have that, but then they have like an RPG in there as one of their 50 games, a full like RPG type thing. And it's just like, that game is chock full of games, and they're like, I would say of the 50, at least 15 are addicting, where like I will sit there and I will play and play and play until like the battery runs out on my Switch 2, or until I have to go to bed. And then the other part of it is like, it's so curated to like what you want to do. So if it doesn't grab you, it's like, go ahead and move on to the next one, because you have all these games to discover. So initially it was like, I want to see if the next game is as good as the last one. So it kept you eating at the 50 instead of staying with like the first 10 or the first 20. I was like, I need to see all of them. So
that sounds like the perfect dad game, because like, you're right.
That's so good.
That is the app. You nailed it on the head. Is like, you need something that is either refreshing itself constantly or just
Yeah.
has a hook that
Yeah.
won't let you go. Because I mean, I think everybody our age kind of struggles with that game that no matter how good it is,
Oh, yeah.
eventually it loses you, right? Like that was Assassin's Creed Shadows for me. Like I love that game and it is a phenomenal game, but eventually it just kind of lost me because I wanted to get on to something new. So I'm proud
The
of
best
you.
part about that UFO 50 game, bringing in the dad aspect of it, is it's all these games are older games. Like I said, they show what year they would be like created, so it'll be like 1986, 1987, and they just keep going. So it's following like this fictional game developer of what they would have made in this year in the 80s, what they would have made the next year when they learned more and got better, and it's following their
Is it
path.
supposed to be like
And
50 years? Is that what the like?
it's like 20 years, so like from the
Okay.
80s to the 90s, like ish, and they are like evolving. And I would say like the story it's telling is that, oh, look what they learned and look what they implemented in their next game, and they try all the genres. So like, what if there was this dream developer who mixed all these ideas, like almost as if they went back in time and knew all the tricks of how to make a game good, but made it back then. And then what did they learn, and what would their take be on Pac-Man? What would their take be on this adventure game, or on Mario, or on like, so it's just mind-blowing because it's all like pixel,
Yeah.
and it's the colors, and like it's all simple game. Most of the games are 2 buttons, like following what buttons you would have had at the time, and what could you do with that if you were like a master. I find they're like master craftsmen of these titles. It's wild. It's really wild. UFO 50, crazy.
Hey, would you look at the time? It's time once again to celebrate our members of Megadad's Boost. The Megadad's Boost community exists to support everything that we do here at Megadad's. We're going 11 years strong, and we need your support to make sure that we give the best Megadad's content for years to come. So this is where you come in. You go to patreon.com/Megadads and support us for as little as $1 a month. That $1 goes a long way to make sure that Antonio, myself, and the rest of the Megadads can pump out the best content every single day at youtube.com/Megadads and megadads.org. And those Boost members for the month of August 2025 are as follows: Andy Penzick, the Bafo Yucks Dudes, Brandon Wilson, Brendan Myers, Brent, Craig Campbell, David Snyder, Dave Soto, Emily Smith, Eric Wood, Estuardo Zenteno, Jesse Waldak, John DiFrancesco, Joseph, Justin Masson, Luke Porter, the Nintendo Dads Podcast, Spokes, and the Snack Network. It's a Snack Network. Let's not forget the folks hanging out at the free tier. That's right, you can be a member of Megadad's Boost community for $0. Doesn't pay for anything here, but thanks for sticking around and eating our snacks. Those beautiful people at the Megadad's Boost free tier are as follows: Victaris GX. God, that sounds like a fucking transformer. Solara Clark, the Coconut Wizard, Avi Cohen, the One Track Gamers, John Layola, Michael Kwan, Sonny Megatron. Oh man, what if Victaris GX and Sonny Megatron had a giant battle over Tokyo? That'd be cool. Nima, Petey McD, Mike Salvino, Timothy Alf, and Brian Scott. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the Megadad's Boost community. If it's $0, $5, anything in between, we appreciate your support so much. And now, let's get back to that awesome content that you helped create. Very cool.
Crazy.
So speaking of 50,
my God.
I just turned 45, right?
Are you only 45? Jeez, dude, you need, okay, look, lotion,
Hold on.
sunscreen,
Hold on.
sleep. Try not to eat so much shit.
Slow
You
your
look
roll.
fucking terrible.
Slow your roll. We've been
Oh
watching,
my God.
We've been watching Stranger Things. And
I'm seeing a Stranger Thing in front of me right now. You look fucking awful.
And first of all, love the 80s aesthetic. Like I think I watched the first season of Stranger Things when it first happened, but now I'm going back and I'm going to actually watch the whole thing. Love the 80s aesthetic. makes me feel young. But we have Netflix with ads, and one of the ads that they always play during Stranger Things right now is this flu mist. You take the flu mist thing at home, you shoot it up your nose or whatever. It's like a flu shot, but it's a mist. And it's one of those pharmaceutical commercials where it's like, take this for the flu, but you may get like anal bleeding. They go through all the side effects and all that shit. But the thing that really upsets me is this flu mist. They say it's for people 2 to 50. And I'm like, I looked at my wife and I'm like, I've almost aged out of this pharmaceutical product. Like in 5 years, I will be too old to take this fucking flu mist. And that feeling just drained the life from my body. I couldn't even believe it. Because
You look like you're too old to take a shower by yourself.
What's that?
I say you look like you're too old to take a shower by yourself.
I never shower by myself. You kidding me?
You still rocking it?
Still rocking it.
Still
All right.
busting those nuts.
This is a big episode of Mega Dad's Live, so we're going to jump right into our Gamescom news breakdown.
Gamescom, games that make you wanna come.
Before we get to what our favorite games have been from Gamescom, I want to talk about the fact that they're fucking killing it with this event. I have been long lamenting the death of E3 and waiting for something to kind of fill that void in my life. And Gamescom has been around for a while, but for some reason, and maybe it's the fact that Summer Games Fest sucks so much ass, but I am really tuned in to Gamescom this year. I feel like I'm consuming it the way that I would have E3 before it died. And the fact like they had their big opening showcase, but there's also these like supplemental showcases around it. And you're getting consistent reporting from the floor, from news and influencer outlets that I feel like I'm really soaking in the Gamescom experience like it was E3. Have you been following along on Gamescom? What's your take on this?
I was busy around this time, so
Okay.
I missed opening night. I've been following just recaps, which makes me sad because, as I've mentioned before, I would take off of work to watch full E3 coverage and just sit there because I would like everything that's going on. I wanted to be in the know, and even the commercials type stuff, people would complain. I'm like, oh, you don't want to see commercials for cool stuff that you probably would be interested in? It didn't make sense to me. But Gamescom 2025 is the world's largest gaming convention. This year it had 350,000 visitors and hundreds of exhibitors. So very interesting. So I missed the bulk of it. I've been recapped, sadly.
And
I have to catch the recaps.
And honestly, I have been too. And that's kind of what I don't want to say enjoy about it, but it feels very nostalgic because I remember when E3 was around, you would go to your favorite gaming website and you'd like look through the list of the games.
Yeah.
And there's no way you can consume it all. But I would find so many hidden gems and interesting titles just looking through those lists of games. And that's what I've been doing over the last couple of days, trying to prep for this show. And I'm finding so many, not just big, huge games, like Resident Evil 9 was obviously on the radar and part of the showcase, but so many little games that look outstanding to me. So I don't know. I don't know if Gamescom is like really stepping up or if I've just been oblivious to how great this event has been, because Gamescom 2025 has really been killing it. And so we're going to jump into really quick. We're going to blitz through. I have 5 games that really caught my attention, and you have 5 games.
Yes.
And we're just going to really quickly kind of recap what we think is cool about them and why we think you should be interested in it. And I'll go first. I'm starting with something that's retro and nostalgic and a throwback to anybody who's super fucking old like you and I. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. This recap comes from IGN. Eternia's favorite heroes, including He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, and more in a 2-player, retro-inspired 2D magic brawler. drawn in beautiful pixel art and featuring huge, highly detailed sprites designed to do justice to Eternia's favorite peacekeepers. I obviously was a He-Man fan because I'm super old. I think this trailer for this game is fantastic because it shows the old action figures that I used to have as like a 5-year-old kid. And it's just a 2D pixel brawler in the vein of like Ninja Turtles. You a He-Man guy, or does this tickle anything in your body?
Skeletor like gave me nightmares for years of my life. So we actually had an action figure that also like, I don't know why we didn't just throw it out because like it tormented me.
Yeah.
So like I hated to love to play with it and all this stuff. So what impressed me is when these type of games get in the hands of people who respect the source material, sometimes if they treat it right, then the magic can happen. And on top of that, it lends itself really well, in my opinion, to video game form. So I'm kind of like wondering, I'm not following the He-Man video game franchise, like how many entries they've had, but this looks great, and the colors, and just like I think it looks fun, like
visually,
especially for people. Yeah, are you a big He-Man person? Did you dress up like He-Man and go trick-or-treating when you were young?
Couple He-Man stories. First of all, He-Man's real name is Prince Adam, so that always resonated with me as a kid.
Is it?
Before he transforms into He-Man, his name is
Adam.
When
he's a soft dude. And
yeah, when he's a soft dude and he's got his like 80s like boy band haircut
and
the pink vest. His name is Adam. Second of all, I had a He-Man figure named Skunkor as a kid, and I shit you not, the rubber on this figure was like soaked in like skunk piss because it would smell. The whole hook of this action figure is if you smelled it, it smelled like a skunk. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. Let's get to your game. Tell me what's first on your list.
Okay, so the biggest thing that probably came out of Gamescom opening night live was that Keighley got the announcement of the announcement that they were going to talk about the release date soon, and then 2 days later or something like that, they announced that Hollow Knight Silksong was going to be releasing, and they were keeping a lid on this for I think over 7 years or 7 years of development, and people have just been waiting and waiting for something to happen with the sequel to Hollow Knight, and they finally got it. So they, at opening night live, said, hey, we're gonna see more about it soon as far as the release date. And then the actual developer had their own separate announcement 2 days later. There was this big idea of like, you know, that Jeff Keighley wants like the top wish listed game on Steam to be announcing their actual release date during his show, but then they didn't, and the dev was just like, we're gonna do our own thing soon. So yet another wait of like a few days that the fans were clamoring over. I'm not a big Metroidvania person. I dropped Hollow Knight after a couple hours. I just didn't understand it. It's a punishingly difficult, to me, because I'm bad at them, Metroidvania with a unique art style, and I didn't see anything else special about it. I got lost a lot in the overworld. Apparently a lot of people kind of did. I don't understand the appeal, but people have gone nuts waiting for this thing, and it's finally here. So that's like the biggest news, bar none, of like what's going on, is Hollow Knight Silksong is coming. I'm not even sure what the release date is. I'm not that. I'll look it up in a second. But are you a Hollow Knight fan, or were you looking forward to this?
No, I have absolutely no idea what this game is. Have no interest in it at all. But I do know a lot of people are wetting their pants in excitement about this Silk Song. But
so the final release date, final, is September 4th. So it's coming out in a couple weeks. Yeah, and
I guess that is a big deal for these people then, huh?
People in the Megadads Discord say that they're waiting for it. So I'm like, okay, so again, developed by Team Cherry, and it's coming to Switch, PlayStation 5, Switch 2, all of the things,
I can't wait for these people to finally shut the fuck up. Good
Seriously.
for you. Good for you.
I mean, good for you. I'm happy for you, but shut the fuck
up already. Megadads is for everyone who loves gaming and the community that surrounds it. We're all about fun, fully grown, and we want you to be a part of everything we've got going on here. So what do you get when you subscribe to youtube.com/megadads? Weekly podcasts from your favorite Megadads personalities, reviews on the latest games, reaction and analysis on the latest industry news, Gameplay Thursday videos showing off what we do on the sticks, travel logs from our trips around the world, small talk segments where we try new things with our kids, live community events like our holiday specials, and so much more each and every single day. You don't want to miss a minute of the fun. New Megadads videos drop each and every weekday, whether it's our long-form content like Megadads Live, or maybe it's one of our short series like Off the Shelf, a look at retro gaming. Please subscribe to youtube.com/megadads today and tell your friends to come too. We're building something great here at youtube.com/megadads, so subscribe today and be a part of Fun Fully Grown. This is Megadads. Something that I'm not going to be shutting the fuck up about for a long time is Dench Attack. Dench Attack is a flip, trick, and grind your train in a fast pace, off the rails ride through a colorful Japanese dystopia. This thing is like Jet Set, Tony Hawk, only you're a train. You're a big, colorful train on rails and sometimes off rails, doing tricks, spinning around, shooting giant mech bosses. It looks absolutely cuckoo bananas. It's developed by Undercoders and published by Fireshine Games. This is one of those things where it's like, this is what I really love about these showcases. When you see something that you would never in a million years even conceive of yourself, much less see coming, right? This fucking train is doing backflips and spinning and wall running and fighting giant robots, being chased by a big old baseball. This looks like my kind of cuckoo bananas, and I'm very excited about Dench Attack. Did you see this trailer?
Yeah, I thought it was a school bus. Was I wrong? It's yellow initially in like the trailer, but then it shows that you can change the skin of whatever
your train. Yeah,
yeah. Is it a train?
It's a train.
Okay,
it's a train going through
It's a
Japan.
crazy train, and that caught my eye as well. Because again, I'm watching recaps, and I'm like, what looks cool? And that just looks cool. Now, I don't understand what the gameplay like loop is necessarily going to be. Like, are you collecting points and getting to the end as fast as possible? I saw like a boss fight at one point. Like,
it looks like it's arcadey, probably a lot of point accumulation. It reminds me almost of like some of those streamlined Sonic Adventure levels, you know, like where you're skiing down the street, where it's just you're going from point A to point B and all sorts of crazy shit happens in between. I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
There's a game called Sayonara Wild Hearts that supposedly was really good. I tried it. I didn't like it at all. And like, there's Thumper. There's like games like this. So it's like speed, kind of on rails, flashy, and they never really grab me, but it looks cool. If this kind of jumps the track, see what I did? If this jumps the track to mainstream, then I might check it out.
All right, what do you got next on your list?
I'm surprised this wasn't on your list. Ghosts of Yotai, a mythological inspired action game featuring samurai combat. This is going to release October 3rd. The interesting part that stuck out to me data-wise was like the Legends co-op DLC was coming as well, because I know that that's something that they have done in the other title. And like, here's why this sticks out to me. I just come to this realization. I've had it for a while, but as soon as I see games like this that just look like art and look polished, what I would call like quadruple A or whatever you want to call it, Xbox does not achieve this. They just don't. I haven't played an Xbox exclusive that reaches this type of level of, let's call it the visuals, because that's what it has to do with a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
It looks head and shoulder. It looks like they're like you're playing a game. PlayStation fans have access to a game that's in an alternate timeline future compared to what Xbox gets. Yeah. And you can say that something like what's the hell game with the girl who has voices in her head? Hell.
Oh, Senua?
Senua, yeah. Senua's Sacrifice and, you know, the sequel Hellblade,
Mhm.
they are visually, they can achieve this, but not with the gameplay attached. Like, it's just always divorced from that. So Ghost of Yotai is jealousy mode for me. It's why was this not on your list, by the way? First of all, explain that to me.
The only reason that this is not on my list is because PlayStation has really done a lot of messaging on this game lately. Like,
True.
it had a big, huge
It's like
state
the
of
third,
play.
fourth time you're seeing it.
Yeah, and it's not that I'm not excited, and the idea of the Legends returning is really cool as well. It's just like I'm already 110% in on it, and I don't need to see anymore. That's the only reason I don't have it on my list, is because I was looking for something that was going to be a little bit new, and I'm already in on this, man. My halfie is fully, and I'm ready to go.
Well, I assume that this game not being on your list as well, just to kind of piggyback off it, because it's not on my top 5, Silent Hill F.
Yes.
That's also, like, it looks great. It looks scary AF. There were a lot of games that were horror themed, actually.
Yes.
That came out, and Silent Hill F looked like legit one of the most actually scary ones. And I'm guessing Silent Hill F wasn't on your list because you've seen it.
Yep.
So you weren't that excited.
I'm already in. They had a whole Silent Hill showcase on this not too long ago. So it was that's exactly right. This was a great story trailer and gives you a little bit more of like the direction of where this is going. Everything I see on this game, just I'm more and more excited, but also one of the big things about Silent Hill is the mystery, right? And you almost want to, as hard as it is, you almost want to go in a little bit more blind than I probably am, because I love going on that ride, a Silent Hill game.
It must be nice to be a gamer who's like, oh, Silent Hill F, seen it. Ghost of Yotai, not that excited. Not, like, just because I've seen like all this shit that you have coming, you're spoiled. You're spoiled.
Well, let's stick with horror right now, and we're gonna go multi-platform. This is something you can absolutely play. I'm so excited for Chronos: The New Dawn. And the reason I'm excited for Chronos: The New Dawn is because of the pedigree of its developer. I am so proud of where Bloober Team has gone as a developer, as a publisher. I can remember playing The Medium or the Blair Witch game. They were making a name for themselves, but they weren't huge, right? And now that they've got Silent Hill under their belt, they've already said they're making another Silent Hill game. Chronos: The New Dawn is a brand new IP, much like The Medium was. And this one seems to be inspired by Dead Space a little bit. It's got some Stranger Things, like dark world, apocalyptic vibe thing going on. It's a time travel tale that leans heavily into horror and body dismemberment of the enemies. I've gotten to the point where Bloober Team can they just have my faith. I know that they're going to deliver something new and fresh. Observer was a really great game from them, which was all cyberpunk horror, which was totally different. So I feel like every Bloober Team game that I play is a little bit different. It's not like they pump out the same shit every time, but it's always so good. And so I'm so excited for Chronos: The New Dawn. I hope it's very successful because I think just the studio has grown so much.
It looks like there are games like this, obviously, like Dead Space, and there was that other one. I'm trying to remember the name. I didn't end up getting to it. That was like a spiritual successor to Dead Space. And it's like the more modern takes of this like sci-fi survival horror. To me, it had a lot of action in it, which is where I tend to like the games when they lean toward the action. And the thing about Blooper is their stuff looks beautiful, going back to the graphics, because that usually like hooks me. Honestly, it didn't, nothing in the like what I've seen so far looked visually impressive, but they could be keeping that under their hat and like keeping it for the surprises, like because of the sci-fi nature and because of the horror nature, you can bend reality. That's kind of like where these things end up going. And they may like really unleash something on people using that, that canvas. So who knows what's going to happen with that. Looks good though.
Gamescom, games that make you wanna come.
Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. A nostalgic new open world Lego Batman game with Arkham style combat launching in 2026. I had heard about the game first. Before I got to looking at recaps, people were like, Lego Batman stole the show. And I was like, another Lego game? Like, I don't care. You know, it's Legos. Like, I'm not gravitating toward these games. I've tried a few, whatever.
Yep.
It has the perfect mix to get me hooked. Like, the funny aspect of the Lego stuff really, I really enjoy that. And that's something that could get me to play if I thought that it was going to be like chock full of laughs. And in the trailer that they showed, it was very funny. And the source material, the better that is, the more likely a Lego game will hook me. And the more I learn about this, it's kind of spanning like all movies and like comics and everything, and tapping into one of these very the breadth is very like large. So like the Lego version where they eventually like tackle all the trilogy and all that, that's the scope of this. So that's intriguing. And then the combat being Arkham, where it's like, okay, it's not just like the simple one tap, you're going to be able to combo and it's going to be like a little more impactful. That's interesting. So like when you put it all together, I kind of get it. Now I kind of understand why this is going to be like one of those really good Lego games. I love Will Arnett, like in the movie of Lego Batman. And I was kind of like, man, I hope this is voiced, and it is. So it's like, you know, they're talking in it, which is great.
I don't think he's the voice though.
He's not the voice, but him talking, I'm like, okay, they have the tools to make this really funny. And yeah, I think it looked impressive. Did you see this one? Did you like what you saw?
I am both excited and pissed as hell about this game, and I'll tell you why.
No Robin.
No, it's. I am very excited because this looks great. It's open world. The graphics are amazing. They put the Batmobile in there, and
the Batmobile looks great.
Ooh, hot take time.
Every one of you motherfuckers can eat shit because Batman Arkham Knight Batmobile was awesome. It was fucking awesome.
You were in it way too long. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not.
There was nothing wrong with it. It was bad as hell. Okay, anyway, the reason that I'm upset is, why is this not a Rocksteady Batman game? It's been forever since we've had a good open world Batman game. We're finally getting one, and it's fucking Lego?
Yeah, they did it first.
Lego?
Yeah.
Oh, we get Suicide Squad kills the Justice League instead of like a really good Batman game. I mean, so I'm both excited because it looks great, but this is not the Batman game that I want. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel very conflicted on it, but it does look great. Like you said, it has all the different movies. It's got like Robert Pattinson's Batman plus Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman plus Christopher Nolan's Joker. So it's going to be a hoot. Like, it's going to be great. And it's going to be, I assume there's going to be a multiplayer component to this thing, as all Lego games have. So this might be the Lego game to really get me into Lego games, because much like you, I didn't like really anything about the old historical Lego games. I think they've just been too simple and too silly, and just nothing about it really clicks with me. But I think this might be the one. Looks good.
If I can piss in your Cheerios a little bit more, do you know how long it's going to be till we get like a good Batman game again of like that caliber?
Yeah.
Like with the Suicide Squad madness, and like I think Wonder Woman was Wonder Woman canceled?
That was canceled. Yep.
Oh my god! And then I think there was like a rumor of a Flash game or something. Like they are dropping the ball left and right with DC related stuff. Like I don't know.
James Gunn figures it out, right? I
don't know what you're gonna do if you're waiting for Batman. You might see. I don't know. You might see like a Bubsy like 4D game before you get a Batman game.
We're not talking about that game.
This program is powered by Megadad's Boost, our public support program. You can join at patreon.com/Megadads. For over 10 years, Megadads has been bringing you the best in podcasts, reviews, interviews, family fun, and so much more. As an independent media organization, we rely on audience members like you to help support what we do, to ensure that Megadads can continue to bring you the great content that you enjoy. If you've been watching, listening, or playing along through the years, please consider lending your support by becoming a member of Megadads Boost. Memberships start for as little as $1 a month, and you can start collecting your Boost rewards from day one. Rewards like art cards, early access podcasts, reviews, gameplay clips, and so much more. Please visit patreon.com/Megadads and become a member today. You can help us continue to make more of that Megadads coverage you've loved over the last 10 years well into the future by becoming a member of Megadads Boost.
Okay, this is my out of nowhere, never heard of it even though it had been announced, but I watched the trailer and I thought this was just an Adam-ass game if I've ever seen one. It's called Deer and Boy.
I didn't even see this one. What the hell are you talking about?
It's a cinematic platformer, much in the vein of Limbo or Somerville or even like Journey, right? It's a silent protagonist kind of thing where you are this boy who is partnered up with a little deer and you're walking through a beautifully rendered environment. It looks kind of dark sci-fi elements, like you're running from drones and there's like some sort of magic thing, but the visuals of this game are phenomenal. Like the art direction is just great. And I really click with these games with the silent protagonists where the story is told through emotion and gesturing and like implied communication, if that makes sense. Have you ever played like Limbo or Inside or any of that kind of?
Yes,
Do you like those kind of games?
Limbo, I beat Inside.
Mhm.
Those were some of those like addicting games where it's like there's something compelling. I need to know. I need to know where the story's going. So
But
I
it's
have
told in such a strange way, right? Where it just like it's
What's-
emotionally resonant.
What's the one you just mentioned where you wear the cape and you're like in the desert?
Journey.
What's that one called? Journey. Like
Yep.
that, I was like, okay, I can see why this is like beautiful in a sense, but like that one I got through because it was short. Like it was just like I know that it's almost over. And like I just didn't understand it. Like the problem with this game is the trailer that I'm seeing here has a Bambi where my mama is not moving moment. And what is wrong with you that you want your heartstrings like toyed with
I love that
in this
stuff,
way?
man.
Why?
I
Like,
want a
you
game to put me right on the edge of crying.
Oh my
You
God.
know,
I don't
And then
understand. I don't know. Something sad's gonna happen,
something
and then
sad is
something
probably gonna
even
happen
more
every
is
5
gonna
minutes.
happen, and it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, yeah.
mess with you.
Yes.
If I'm
I'm
not
gonna make my
mistaken,
kids watch it too. I'm gonna
this
make
is
'em.
in slow mo. This is implying that the deer grows over time.
Yeah.
Which I'm crying just like
Mhm.
seeing the baby deer
It's
to
gonna
the older
fuck
deer.
with you, man. It's gonna fuck with you.
I'm very sad right now. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think it's gonna be great. All right, hit me with another one. What do you got?
The Outer Worlds 2, the sequel to Obsidian sci-fi RPG featuring new companions, cosmic humor. It launches October 29th. Now, for Outer Worlds 1, I bounced off. It was lifeless. It wasn't that funny. The combat was actually kind of decent, but nothing about the game was pulling me forward, so I dropped it. This was also, as of now, like this latest trailer is what's getting me in, because the other ones, again, same thing. I'm like, this doesn't seem like it's gonna be blowing me away in any way, but the Companions trailer featured like a lot of interesting elements. It's like, okay, they look cool, your companions. They're wielding weapons that look like just a ridiculously large like melee weapon, like weapons that are like spraying and there's particle effects and goo, and like it just looked really cool. And I'm like, okay, maybe they're gonna get that Obsidian secret sauce back. I just played their Avowed game, and got a decent way through, but
yeah, you liked that.
it didn't keep me. Again, it was like at a certain point it's like more of the same. It felt like padded in a lot of ways, and I'm just wondering, this gave me some hope. I'm wondering if it's going to get me. So the Outer Worlds 2 looks good, especially in this last trailer, so I'll kind of leave it at that. You're not really an Obsidian fan. You're not really you didn't play Outer Worlds, right?
No, I did not play Outer Worlds. I really wanted to play one you just fucking talked about. I already lost the name of it.
Avowed.
Yeah, I really wanted to play Avowed. If that does
Adam,
come
you
to
should play
PlayStation-
mediocre games. Come on over to this side.
You know
It's
what I
fun
love?
sometimes.
You know what I love about your list? And I'm looking at this, and it's dawned on me that you
it's
are a
ass.
masochist.
Yeah.
You are a masochist. You get pleasure from your own pain. The first game you mentioned, Hollow Knight. Your first thought was, I didn't like the first Hollow Knight. I thought it sucked, but hey, people are excited about it. The second game, Ghost of Yotai, a game that you won't be able to play. Third game, Lego Batman. I don't really like Lego games, but maybe this one will be good. And now this one, Outer Worlds. I bounced off the first one. It didn't grab me. I love listening to you talk about games that you're excited about because you love being hurt. You love it, don't you?
I
Sick little
play
pervert.
on Xbox, Adam. Of course. Are you fucking crazy? This is it. This is my life. This is my plight. Honestly, because I was thinking about like highlights. I'm like, I had no highlights of my own. Like a little things that piqued my interest, like
Yeah.
even anything that was on this like long list, because there was a lot of people were saying initially what I heard was nothing was shown. I'm like, we saw stuff.
there
We
was a
saw
lot.
stuff to be upset about. Like Deadpool VR looks ass. Call of Duty looks ass. Like, I mean, it just, there's nothing here that I'm gonna be able to play and get excited about. That's the long story short of this whole thing. Is there's nothing for me. There's stuff for other people, I'm sure.
I'm once
Other
again,
people are happy.
I'm once
people
again
who-
calling on the community to crowdfund you a PlayStation 5. It's
I
gonna be
am
harder now.
fine.
It's gonna be
I'm
harder now
fine.
because
I have a Switch. Switch is cool.
the Trump taxes just increased the price of PlayStation.
Oh yeah, thank you, sir. Did
Yeah.
I say thank you yet?
Yeah, you gotta make sure you say
Oh,
thank you to him.
This piece of shit.
My fifth game is probably the most obvious. Resident Evil 9 Requiem. God damn, this demo looks great. There's rumors that they're actually going to be releasing this thing for PlayStation owners, which would be in line with the last couple Resident Evil releases. They released those gameplay demos to the masses. Requiem follows a girl who returns to looks like the charred out remains of Raccoon City, which was nuked all the way back in Resident Evil 3. What they released in the Gamescom demo was the new big hulking chaser. Like that's kind of like unofficially Resident Evil's new thing, right? There's always something big and unkillable that chases you through the environments. That's been a mainstay of Resident Evil for a long time. And we got a new one, and it's big and gross. It's like towering tall, just like Lady D was, and it apparently eats zombie skulls. Resident Evil 9 gameplay demo at Gamescom featured no combat, so you had no weapons at your disposal. You had to just run and hide from this thing, which calls to mind the scariest part of Resident Evil 8. There was a whole level where you were trapped in this dollhouse, and all these creepy ass things would chase you and you couldn't fight back. So they really are going for the scary again with this game. It's from the director of Resident Evil 7, which I think is the scariest installment in the whole series. I'm very excited about this. We don't have to wait long. It comes out in February. I know you kind of flirt with Resident Evil, but like you're not also the biggest horror guy.
Yeah.
What did you had to have seen this though, right? Like this was one of the big things of the
I like the action Resident Evils, the action. Resident Evil 4 is like peak for me.
Yeah.
The vibe of Resident Evil 2 is like Raccoon City-esque. I like more so than the other locations and the other spins. You know, I like the classics. So this is the trailer wasn't good. Like that's what I had seen in my recap. And then I saw an image of the stalking like creature later.
Oh, so you haven't seen the demo gameplay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So to me, I thought that this was going to be a net disappointment because the trailer where I guess it's her sister. I don't know who it is, but like the two women are like around. They find the guy gets murked. It's scary, and it was very like a tonal piece. But I'm like, this is what they want to show.
It's like
as far as
I think it's
trailer.
like a cut scene that leads into the demo,
right?
Probably.
It's very odd to me that this was like that. But again, the demo, once I saw and heard about the creature, looks very scary, and the stalking element, really cool. People like that. I get annoyed that the thing can't be killed, like.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, sometimes you can shoot it to like not slow it down even. Well, yeah, you can shoot it to like buy yourself time usually. Yep. It's just an odd thing to me when you're actually playing it. Like I remember the big guy with the trench coat and you shoot it and I'm like, is this doing anything? Same thing with like, when the girl turns into the bats or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is
panic inducing? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just when it's supposed to be ambiguous a little bit, right? Like, what do I do? Like,
I think
I don't know.
I think the coolest thing about this game is that they are going to let you toggle back and forth between first and third person. That is so cool because this series is kind of jumped back and forth. 7 and 8 were all first person. They did patch third person into 8 eventually, but then like the older games have always been in third person. And I watched IGN's recap of the demo. They actually change some of the scares to account for how you are playing the game.
What?
So, for example, if you're playing the game in first person, it'll draw and lock the camera to something that they want you to see, right? So something's crawling on the outside of the building on the windows. The vision will lock to it, right? And in third person, it ramps up the tension when you're running from things behind you. Your character will stumble and fall when you're running, and they'll shake and tremble. So you can see that on the character when you're playing in third person, whereas you can't in first. So they kind of have pluses and minuses for how you want to play the game as far as scary or more action oriented, which I think is really interesting. It's really cool.
Yeah.
The place to be for Megadads socials is the Megadads Discord, where you can engage with your favorite Megadads as well as other friends of the Megadads every single day in our stress-free and welcoming social space. When you're a member of our Discord, you will get alerts for all of our content drops, so you never have to miss a review, a podcast, or a hot take. Partake in our fun weekly Megadads holidays like Waluigi Wednesday and Final Fantasy Sunday. Megadads Discord is fun, free, and follows you wherever you go. Join us today and become part of the conversation.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's hit your last game for Gamescom. What are you excited about?
It's not a game. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Legacy of the Forge DLC is coming September 9th. Shout out to Luke and Laishi. Luke and Laishi love this game. They beat the base game, and now we're getting DLC. In the game, a major component is putting your hands to work to make weapons, and you're actually putting the metal into the fire. You're putting it onto the forge, and you're hammering it.
I
and you have
you
to
talking
do it
about
right.
this when you talked about
there's
this
like
game,
a very in-depth mini game, and you kind of have to, there's an art to it and a feel to it, and somehow they're making a huge DLC around like this mechanic. And in the trailer that they showed, it's almost like you're building out like a town, almost like you're forging maybe like the roof or structure to improve buildings and things. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, but I trust the team. It's a fan favorite type thing going on with this RPG. It's very deep. I love the game, and I just remembered that it exists. So now I want to go back and play it now that I have a bit of a slump waiting for Hot Shots Golf coming out soon. I was hoping to see something about that in opening night or in Gamescom, but I didn't see anything come out. And that's pretty much it for me.
That's Gamescom.
Gamescom, games that make you want to come.
Very exciting. There's lots of stuff to be jazzed about the game industry.
For some people, for PlayStation fans, for fans like Adam.
As rocky of a year as it's been for the industry, if you look at the list of stuff that was shown at this Gamescom, it is just like there is so much to play. There is just an absolute avalanche of shit coming out. So I'm very excited. There's a lot that I'm going to be, if I can afford it, playing. And I think we're all in a good spot as players. But that sound right there means we have to shut up about Gamescom. Give you a recommendation. It's the Caboose, where we tell you something outside of the world of games that we think you might enjoy. For my birthday, we went and got a whole bunch of Japanese food from my favorite ramen place. And I tried for the first time char siu donburi. Now, this is pork, Japanese mayo, a chef, quote-unquote, special sauce, green onion, rice seasoning over white onion and white rice. Just the most delicious thing I think I've ever had. When I go to these places, I typically get the same thing every time, right? Like I find a thing that I like. We all know that I'm not a very adventurous guy. But this was something I never tried before. And I think it was the Japanese mayo that really did the trick. And the pork was just it was juicy enough and tender, right? I fucking loved this. It was so good. Are you a Japanese cuisine guy? You're making a face.
Not really. I mean, I'm not a mayo fan, so Japanese mayo seems like I don't know. It scares me. Special sauce. Just tell me what the fuck what am I eating?
Are you
know
not
what
a
I mean?
Sauce guy? I think most sauces are mayo based. Don't you think? Like Big Mac sauce is mayo based.
I want to know what's in front of me. Like when you're doing something sexual and they're like, "Oh, here's the band. Put this around your eyes. Make the blindfold tight." I get nervous. Sure. I want to know what I'm putting in my mouth, and I don't appreciate the surprise. Oh, what do you think this is? You know what I mean? It's.
Just plug your nose and down the hatch it goes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's up your caboose?
Okay, so Vibrant V in the Discord and many other people were telling me about K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix. Yes. And I can't remember if I, in the most recent episode of Megadad's Live, plugged it, but I have to just plug it again. It's worth it that much. It's anime. It's action-packed. It has K-pop music, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's very good music. There's I'm listening to the soundtrack on repeat for the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix.
Your daughter watch it?
So good. No, me and my wife caught it. It has a lot of cutting up cartoon demons with blades, so it's kind of violent-ish, but it's just a good story, and it's just beautiful animation. It's great. They're doing a theatrical release in theaters, and I was like, we're going, until I saw that it was a sing-along theatrical release. I'm not going, because I don't want to be in a theater with people singing it. But had it been in IMAX, I would run to Dolby or whatever to see K-pop Demon Hunters, but no, unfortunately not.
My kids have watched this about 45 times.
Shut up.
Over the summer. So
you've seen it.
I haven't. I have not seen it.
What Adam?
So
you waste your life.
I feel like I'm going to watch it. I'm absolutely going to watch it. But I feel like I have been just oversaturated with the music and my kids talking about it so much that it's I don't feel like I've seen it already, but the more they talk about it, the more I'm just kind of enough already. But I am going to watch it because I know it's really good. And like I said, I've already heard half the soundtrack on repeat for the last couple of weeks. So K-pop Demon Hunters, I will watch it. Nora, if you're listening, I will watch the damn movie, okay?
It's so good.
That does it for this episode of Megadad's Live. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for listening in your podcast feed. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you make sure you join us in that Megadad's Discord. The link is in the show notes. We will see you next week on an all-new episode of Megadad's Live.